Okay. Hi. If you guys are just hopping on, I know that I just started. I don't know how to share this. Share. Let's see if we can tag some people. Maybe we can't. I don't know what's going on. Maybe. I just have to go and do it this way. Okay. All right. Okay, I know some of you guys are going to hop on. I know some of you guys are at work, so I want to come on here and share this. I am going to put this on my YouTube channel too, so you guys can have that for yourselves. But I want to come on here and I wanted to share this, and I think it's really important to know these things. And so I put them into a nifty 4 different growths of network marketing. These are things that I've learned over the last 3 years that I'm going to share with you guys that have helped me understand things. And I didn't know this when I first started. And so I think it's really, really important to understand these things and learn what exactly it takes to work this business and create, an income, whether it be a small income, a big income, a full-time income. It doesn't matter where you're at in your business or where you're starting or what your goal is or who you are. It does not matter. These apply to literally everyone. And so I'm going to start off, and whoever hops on. Go ahead, tag your downline if you're watching this on the team page so that they can see this too. If it's on YouTube, go and send this to a friend in your business that you know could benefit from this video. So number 1, the first thing that you need to understand in this business is that your income will never surpass your mindset. And so if you've been living your life before you coming into this business, if you've been living your life, or maybe you've been in this business for a while and you haven't seen a change in your income or your paycheck, or maybe you haven't gotten your paycheck yet, you have to understand that your income will never surpass your mindset. What that means is that if you feel like you've struggled, or that you're broke, or that maybe you've had money, but you haven't had enough to go do fun things that you want or really live your best life, right? You have to understand that your mindset is what's keeping you there in the first place. And it's because for whatever reason, you don't believe that you deserve to have that, or that you can achieve bigger things. Maybe you've surrounded yourself with people your whole life who are, maybe blue collar workers, or people who have a horrible mindset wrapped around money. Or maybe you were raised by people who or surrounded yourself growing up with people who never really got out of that first income tax bracket. And you've always been kind of conditioned to believe that money is evil, and when you get more of it, that it changes you, and it changes you for the worse. And so your mindset is a lot of the reason why you have not grown your paycheck. And so my advice with this is if you're brand new and you're just starting, you have to grow your money mindset. One of my biggest book recommendations for this is Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. I'll put that below for you guys. If you're on YouTube, you can go look it up. It's a yellow book. It is so amazing. We get our new girls started with this right off the bat. So if you want to change your mindset around money, you have to understand that it's going to take some growth. It's going to take you reading books on money. It's going to take you reading books on money, listening to podcasts on money, surrounding yourself with people who have money or who are working for money just as much as you are, and the type of money that you are. So if you are wanting to be a diamond or a double diamond or a triple diamond or ambassador and get ambassador pay, you have to be willing to listen to those people and surround yourself with those people who either are going in that same direction as you, or those people who have already been there. And the second one is probably the most important thing, is making sure that if you're chasing more money than you've ever had, or you're looking to grow your business bigger than you've ever have, then you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who get it. that not people who are still living less than paycheck to paycheck and saying, well, I guess it's always going to be that way, right? Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to believe that it's always going to be that way, no matter what. Proximity is power. And so it's important that you get around those people and get around those authors and those podcasts, those podcasters, whatever you want to call them, who are going in that same direction or who have been in your same situation and are moving forward or have moved forward. So that's the first thing, is you want to grow your mindset. You want to grow out of the same crap, different day type of mindset. You want to grow out of the victim mindset. You want to grow out of telling yourself that you can't do it or you're not good enough mindset. You want to grow out of, the mindset that led you to make the type of money that you do, or make not enough money like you do right now. So the second growth that I wanted to share with you guys is in network marketing. One of the biggest things is growing your network. A lot of times when I get a new distributor in, one of the biggest struggles that I see is not wanting to add people on Instagram or Facebook, not wanting to talk to new people. And I want to put this into perspective for you guys. If you were to open up a franchise and you were to say, well, I'm going to open up this franchise, let's just say it's like a clothing line, right? You open it up and you only allow people who live within 1 mile radius of you to come into your franchise and buy your clothes. And you've only got clothes that are maybe, small through large. You're probably not going to be able to get enough people to have an income flowing in regularly with only people who are in a 1 mile radius, right? So you have to think about your Facebook and your Instagram as if it's your store. And if you're only inviting your close friends and family into your store, then network marketing is not going to be something that you're going to grow a lot of money in. And so you have to understand that if you want your business to grow, you have to be willing to get out there and talk to more people. The only way you can talk to more people on Facebook and Instagram is if you, or TikTok or whatever, is if you grow your network. If you open it up to those people who are interested in your products, and they might not live in your area. They might not be people who live in your little town. But when you open it up to everybody else, that is when you start growing your business tremendously. And it's just because you decided to go and look for those people who are interested that might be in different areas instead. So the second one is growing your network, making sure you're adding. There's so many videos on adding people on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. It's not even funny. You just have to be resourceful and go look up the videos about it, on how to grow, how to expand, how to add people, how to look for people who are just like you, and things like that. So the third growth in network marketing is growing your work ethic. And this is something that was difficult for me when I first started, and it was hard to really understand what this was all about. So when you're getting started in a business like this, you're getting started as a boss. You are opening up a business as an independent distributor. So it's almost like you've opened up your own franchise, and your starter kit is you buying your right to promote for the company. And so that's why you get your own website. That's why you can get your own products. That's why you're able to talk about the Skinny Coffee on Facebook and how you've got promo codes for this. And, that's why the company updates your website for you all the time, is because you are your own independent distributor, and the company just takes care of the shipping and handling for you, and the actual creating of the products and changing the products in and out, right? And so when you come in, most people come in from a 9-to-5 mindset. And what that means is you're so used to, and this was me, I was so used to being told what to do every single day. I was so used to having an agenda for me to do when I walked in the door every single day. I was so used to being trained and taught by other people, and that was on the agenda. These 9-to-5 jobs have a system where they train you, right? We also have a system in our business. However, it's like, if I were to say, okay, I'm going to hold my hand out and we're going to run this marathon together, right? I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to get to the finish line. I'm going to show you the exact path to get there. But I'm holding your hand and telling you, come on, let's go forward. I know the path. I know exactly how to get there. And you're wanting that finish line so bad, but you're not willing to move your legs. Your business is not going to grow because you're not willing to put in the work to make it happen. There are so many resources that are available, especially if you're on my team, that is going to show you exactly how to work this business. And you just have to be that person who moves forward. A lot of this has to do with mindset. So you have to change your mindset from an employee mindset of being told what to do to a business mindset to where you show up regardless of if it's hard or not. You show up and you work your business regardless of if you are having a hard day or not, right? The reason why I am where I am in my business, and the reason why we're able to do the things that we're able to do, I'm able to travel and do all the things, right? It's because I showed up on days where I didn't feel like it. I did not have a boss telling me, you got to show up or you're going to get fired. I didn't have anybody telling me what my hours were going to look like. I had nobody telling me what my daily to-do list or checklist was. Of course, we have our KPIs and we have our 6 list and all that good stuff on our team because we've got the systems in place, but nobody is going to show up for you. Nobody is going to send the messages for you. Nobody is going to add people for you. Nobody's going to post for you. Nobody's going to do the things that you need to do, the hard things that you need to do every single day if you want to grow a successful business in network marketing. You have to show up for yourself. You have to take the wheel of your business and you have to be the one who pushes the gas. No one else can do that for you. And so I think that when I came in, I came from a 9-to-5 job where I was being told so much what to do that my brain was conditioned that I was always going to have someone telling me what to do with my life, and that I was always going to have someone telling me what to do and how to do it and giving me orders. And I was just this this dog that just followed the orders. I just followed the commands of others. And I had to really turn myself into this person where I follow my own orders and I choose my own schedule. And I know what I have to get done every single day. I have to send the messages out. I have to post on Facebook. I have to update my story. I have to grow my network, and I have to follow up every single day. And nobody is going to tell me, or nobody is going to do that for me. And so I have to choose to show up for myself. How you get through the hard times, have a reason why you're doing it. Know exactly where you're going in this business. It's kind of like saying, well, I want to take a trip, but I don't know where I'm going. So how are you supposed to go somewhere if you don't know where you're going? What's going to end up happening is you're going to fill up your gas tank. You're going to go around the block a couple of times, or you're going to go maybe to the next state, but you're going to have no idea where you're going. So you're then going to run out of gas, turn around and come back home because you're outside of your comfort zone and you're not sure why you're outside of your comfort zone, right? So you have to make the decision to figure out exactly, there's like a bug in front of the camera. You have to figure out exactly why you're doing what you're doing. What is the reason why you're here? Why do you need the extra income? Why do you need need to show up every single day? What are you showing up every single day for? And when you find that why, you need to write it down and you need to review it every single day, because that is how you're going to maintain being a boss every single day and showing up even when things get hard, or showing up even when you're tired, or showing up even when you've got a busy schedule or a busy day. It is so important to have that why in front of you. And that is going to be what turns you into that boss, is growing your network and growing your mindset and growing your work ethic, and realizing that you have nobody telling you what to do. You have to choose your why and you have to go for it yourself. So the last thing I want to talk about is number 4, growing your time frame. This is something that when I first started, there were so many times where it was like the first 3 to 6 months, there's this period that new distributors go through, and it's every single person. And I want you to know, if you're going through this right now, it's not just you, it's everybody. And what makes people successful is when they go through this period in their business, it's usually within their first 2 weeks to 2 months period. If you're going through this in your business and you're debating on giving up and quitting and throwing in the towel and all that stuff, you have to understand that everybody else before you has gone through the same period, and what made them so successful in this business is that they kept going regardless. They stayed focused on the reason why they're doing this. They grew themselves as a person. They grew their mindset. They did all the things, all the 4 things of growth, and they made sure that they made that a priority. They made their reason why they're in here a priority, and they kept going, and they took quitting off the table. And so think of this, and I love to say it like this because I feel like it made sense to me when someone had said it to me. Think of your business as your field, okay? And you are the farmer of your own field. And in order to get a harvest going in your field as a farmer, you have to plant the seeds, right? And then after you plant the seeds, what do you have to do? You have to water them, and you have to give them sunlight, and then you have to actually pick them and harvest them, right? So I want you to think about, you're the farmer and you're planting these seeds. When you're planting these seeds, think of it as you messaging people. So you're messaging people and you're planting seeds and planting seeds and planting seeds and planting seeds and planting seeds, right? If you were to just say, well, I'm willing to plant the seeds like a lot of people do when they first come in. I'm willing to plant the seeds. I'm willing to send the messages. I'm willing to add people, but I'm not willing to give it water and sunlight. What would happen to those seeds? It would either be those seeds would die and you would never get a harvest, or you would walk away from those seeds prematurely and another farmer would come in and they are willing to water them and they are willing to give them sunlight. And so you planted seeds for somebody else. So think about your watering like you're posting on Facebook, and your sun like you're following up with people. You're sending people a message after you've already talked to them about the product and telling them that, you've got 1 spot left for this and you're putting in orders right now. And just those great follow-up messages that we have on our team. If you are with a different team and you're just watching this on YouTube, creating that urgency, saying, I've got 1 spot left. Do you want it? Saying, hey, I'm putting in a couple of orders now. Do you want it? Hey, I've got 40% off for this today. Do you want me to put in an order for you right now? Right? This is the urgency I'm talking about. So think about your business as you're willing to plant the seeds, meaning you're willing to message people, but you're willing to post on Facebook, meaning water those seeds, but you're not willing to do the follow-up. What's going to end up happening is your business is going to fail because you're not willing to give it sunlight. You're willing to give it water and you're willing to plant it, but you're not willing to give it sunlight. And your seeds need all of those components in order to grow into a harvest. And so what you see sometimes is you're planting the seeds and you're watering them, but you're not giving it sun, or vice versa. You're planting the seeds and you are giving it the sun, but you're not giving it the water. Or maybe you're willing to water it, you're willing to give it sun, but you're not willing to even plant the seeds, meaning you're not willing to message people. Your business is never going to take off. And a lot of the times when people are new distributors, and especially myself when I first started, when I started thinking about throwing in the towel within the first couple of months, I was not willing to do all of those things, or I was not doing all those things. It wasn't that I wasn't willing. It was just I was not doing those things consistently. I was not giving it consistent sun. I was not giving it consistent water, and I was not planting seeds consistently. So my harvest was very, very small. And I got to this point where I was like, well, why am I even doing this? And I didn't realize that I wasn't doing all those things. So how am I supposed to get anywhere if I am not willing to do those things? And so when you are going through this period of nobody's ordering, nobody's becoming a distributor, nobody's, right? It's because you're not doing one of those things consistently. You're not staying consistent, and you're not giving yourself grace. You're not giving your crops the time to grow so you can harvest them. You can't plant the seeds, give it water and sunlight for a month, and then give up on them. All you're doing is you're giving your harvest to some other farmer, who's willing to come in and wait for those seeds to grow. You have to give yourself more time in this business. You have to give yourself grace. Understand that businesses are never grown overnight. And that is the reason why only 1% are successful. That is why there's only 1% of people who are willing to go through that. So be the 1%. Stick it out. Realize that it's going to take time. It's going to take planting more seeds, watering it more, giving it more sunlight, and you have to actually be there to harvest it. You don't want to give it 6 months and then have your seeds be ready at the 7th month and you're not there to harvest them. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So you're going to grow your mindset coming in. If you're a brand new distributor, I'm so excited about it. And I'm so excited for you. You're going to grow your mindset by reading the books, listening to the podcast. Go ask your team, what are you reading? What are you listening to? Grow your mindset so you can grow your paycheck. You're going to grow your network so you can grow your paycheck. You need to find new people that you can talk to consistently. I add every single day. And I mean, there's people who are even ambassadors. They're adding every single day. They're growing their network every single day. It's a business. So that's one of the things that you do. You have to grow your work ethic. Realize that you're not at a 9-to-5 job anymore. You might still have your 9-to-5 job, but when you're working your business, you are the boss. You don't have one above you. You are the boss. There is nobody that is going to drag you through this, tell you that you have to show up, you're fired, or anything like that. And you have to grow your time frame. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the time to grow this business. And I hope that helps every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you have a great day.